Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, and Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson.
Constance and Elliot Carson have extended their brief honeymoon in Boston by one more day. But Allison's less than enthusiastic reception of this news has cast a shadow over the evening, at least for one of them.
And so this little man appears out of nowhere. And he'd have been right at home at any one of 100 bad gangster movies, you know, the baggy suit and the lean face, you know the type I mean?
Yes, I think so.
Well, anyway, this guy comes over to me. And he says, I couldn't help overhearing your conversation, Mac. And I think it's a shame. I think it's a crying shame that you can't see one of the greatest all-time musicals just because you can't wait 3 weeks for the tickets. And with that, he pulls out 2 tickets and he offers them to me for $35. Well, that's been my first experience with a real live scalper. So you better enjoy this show tonight. Connie, the dinner reservations are for 6:30. Oh, I think it's our last night. I think it calls for a little extravagance.
Oh, it's not the money, Elliot. No, from now on, that's your department.
Well, then what? Oh, Connie. We're not at the end of the world, you know. If there was anything wrong, Allison would call.
She sounded so disappointed when we phoned.
I think Allison's old enough to realize how important this extra day was to us.
I know, but...
But? Why does there always have to be a but? Why can't we just accept this windfall and enjoy it?
You don't think I'm enjoying it?
Yes, but... You see, there is always a but. Oh, Connie, other people have years to get to know one another. How to squeeze a toothpaste tube. How many minutes to boil an egg, but we don't have that time. Tomorrow we become a family. We may never have this night again.
All right, Ellie. I'll call Allison and then we'll go see that $35 extravaganza of yours.
No.
Elliot, just a phone call to see if everything's all right.
Well, supposing she's not at home or at the bookstore.
Well, I wonder, naturally.
You wonder where she is, who she's with, what she's doing.
Yes. Is that so odd?
But what does any normal, healthy 18-year-old do? Allison needs a certain amount of independence. And so do we, Connie. If we don't give Allison breathing room, and if we don't demand it for ourselves, we're all going to suffocate.
Suffocate?
Yes, suffocate. That's the right word. Remember, there are going to be 3 people living where 2 lived before.
You should have thought of that.
I did. And there's one thing I know for sure, and that is I love you.
I love you.
Nobody said it had to be easy. Anyone home?
Good afternoon, Dr. Rossi.
Good afternoon. Well, you could say good evening. It's after 6 o'clock.
The days are getting longer.
Not too long, I hope.
No. Have you come for some more postcards?
What, postcards?
Whalers Rock?
Oh, no, I still have some of them. Some I bought from your mother last autumn, I guess it was.
I thought so.
I just kind of dropped by on the spur of the moment.
To ask how I am?
To ask, how are you, Allison?
I used to wonder about you, Dr. Rossi. Why did the dark, handsome doctor leave New York to come to Peyton Place? What secret was he concealing? What dark secret? And all the while you were concealing mine.
I never thought of your secrets as a dark secret.
Well, it was a secret, and you helped keep it.
That is, you're going to put me in the enemy camp, I hope. Don't do it, Allison.
Doctor's prescription?
Now, sometimes it's easy to give prescriptions to other people.
Prescriptions to other people.
Yes? Allison, whatever you do now is going to affect you the rest of your life. Now, that may sound obvious to you, because it is obvious. But it is true, nevertheless.
Everybody's worried about my values now. Why? Because my mother and my father are newlyweds? That sounds curious, because it is curious. But it is true, nevertheless. Are you sorry you bought so many postcards?
No. But I am sorry I didn't have enough people to send them to.
Hello, Allison.
Hello.
Had you right in my sights, too.
10 points off for hitting a pedestrian on the sidewalk. Better luck next time.
Your chariot waits without.
Without me, I'm afraid. I need the air.
Well, you may need the air, but I think these carrots have had an... And that celery, look at that celery. Doctor, I think it needs a transfusion.
I'm sorry, I'd like to come, but I have to go to the chandlery.
Allison, I know Eli Carson's your grandfather. The whole town knows it.
And accepts it.
Oh, Allison, they're going to be talking about this for a long, long time. And about the Harringtons, about all of us. You know, when you come right down to it, it's quite a good deal to talk about. My father let your father go to prison for a murder that my mother committed. I mean, that's quite a situation. But it doesn't have to be a problem, not for us, Allison. Oh, come to the party.
What party?
The paint party.
Oh, were you painting out the Hanleys?
And painting in the Harringtons. Well, I imagine there'll be more partying than painting, but...
I'm sorry. I'd like to. I really would, but can't. Hello?
Oh, Allison thought you'd be home cooking.
I'm on my way now. I just stopped by to tell you that dinner will be a little late.
Fine, no problem. Oh, did they get back?
No, they didn't. They didn't get back.
What?
Oh, everything's fine. They just decided to stay on another day.
And you think you have to go ahead and cook for me? Well, that's kind of you, Allison, but not necessary. Look here. Why don't we make dinner good and late, say 24 hours late? We can have our welcome home party tomorrow night.
All right, but...
What?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the whole idea was kind of an impulse, and when you plan things, they just don't, I don't know what I mean.
Allison, I watched you grow up without knowing that you were my granddaughter. Now, knowing that you are, you've only to pass my window and my day brightens. That's enough for me. I'm not a greedy man.
Good night, Grandfather.
Mr. Dow.
Hello, Rodney. Well, this is quite a place you have here.
Well, I was just cleaning it up, sir. We're going to have a painting party tonight. Come in. Actually, I just got home. It's all right this morning when I left, except for a few dirty dishes, and they were supposed to have been cleaned up.
Your brother?
Yeah, my brother, well, it is sort of an achievement.
Yeah, I suppose so. Quite a reflection.
Sir?
On Norman?
Oh, he doesn't always leave things in a mess.
But things are in a bit of a mess, aren't they?
Well...
Matter of fact, I wanted to talk to you about Norman.
Oh?
You are concerned about him, too?
Yes, Mr. Dowell, I am. Norman's all churned up right now, about a lot of things. He's rebelling, I suppose, but with a vengeance.
That is the right word, isn't it? With a vengeance. Rodney, I received a call from an automobile dealer in White River.
Norman's car.
As legal conservator of your mother's estate, I feel I must take a position about what you boys do.
He's a good driver, Mr. Dowell.
I don't doubt that. What I want to know is, why did Norman buy the car?
Why shouldn't he, Mr. Dowell? I was given a car when I was Norman's age. At least he's paying for his himself.
With money that could be set aside for college?
Well, that's up to him, isn't it?
Not entirely.
You mean you could make Norm give up the car?
Suppose I leave that up to you.
To me?
Yeah, no matter what my legal position might be. You're the one with the most insight into your brother, and you're the one who can use the most influence. I'm quite sure your father would never have gone away if he didn't feel he could rely on you.
Rely on me to take his place?
That is a great responsibility.
Mr. Dowell, it wasn't so long ago I was a pretty wild kid myself.
But you're not now, are you? I don't think so.
Thank you. No, I wouldn't want to stop Norman from having a car. And if problems develop, any kind of problems, I'll try and help him work them out.
Good. I realize a great responsibility is being placed on you.
There's just one thing, Mr. Dowell. Don't expect me to be a father to Norman. I'm not. When you come right down to it, I'm his brother. His older brother. But still just his brother.
Then look after him like a brother.